We're Parcels from Australia, and 2 years ago we all moved to Berlin together to be Parcels.
So fired up, take a seat. So tied up.
We've been playing since we were like 13 together. Me and Toto had our first band together called Lifeline, which was psychedelic rock band. And yeah, we've played in folk bands and funk bands, and all through school pretty much we've been doing it. So Parcels was just kind of the last thing we did before we left.
We came to Berlin just because of the rumours that we heard, pretty much. We heard so much stuff about it as like a cool artistic musical hub, and we wanted to move to Europe. Like you said, Australia has a cool music scene, but it's also really isolated, and it was just the goal to come to a place where it's so easy to play shows in different countries and where more is kind of happening. That was a rough 3 months. When we first moved here, we were staying in like 1 or 2 bedroom flats with 5 of us, like 3 people in one bed, and we did that for 3 months because everyone knows the struggle of trying to find an apartment here these days. So it was a good bonding experience. When we first got here for 3 months, we really knew each other well after that.
We were just like 5 of us super excited to be in Europe, and after like traveling to a gig, a lot of the time we'd get excited and be like, oh, Czechoslovakia is only, I don't know, 200 kilometers away. And yeah, there was a lot of exploring Europe at first, and I mean there still is, but now it's more official.
We had this like kind of sound that we had started off creating that was really computer orientated. We like wrote all of our first EP on the computer and stuff, and then when we first moved to Berlin, we still had that kind of sound, but as we were here longer and we kind of like began to explore doing everything a bit more live. We had some really cool experiences in some studios here in Europe, and we just got really inspired to make our sound more live. And yeah, it kind of like, it has changed over the last like 2 years for sure. When we first started writing music on the computer, when we kind of discovered electronic music programs, we were listening to that. It was at that time we were listening to all this disco stuff, and so our sound just became this connection between the new way of writing music for us electronically and the kind of old disco stuff that we're listening to.
Showing you never will cover what you own, honey.
Yeah, the thing for us was we didn't start off as a live band. We started off as a recording band originally. And that was a new thing for us, playing in bands since we were very young. We were always just a live band, and we would do the recordings that we had done live. But this was kind of the opposite, where we had recordings done, and it was about getting these recordings into a live setting. And that was super cool experience, and it kind of worked out, but it kind of makes our live set a little bit different to our recordings. We're much more live, but the live thing is natural for us.